Okay, so to close, I'll just redo this. You're just going to slip stitch into the top of your puff, like so. And you can do another slip stitch just to make sure it's nice and tight. And, oh, I see the sun has come out. I'm actually just going to pull the curtain. Excuse the noise. There we go. Otherwise it's... Oh, that doesn't help. Because the sun is coming from both sides at this point. Excuse the noise. Okay, so there we go. That's a bit better. But there might be another noise as when the sun goes behind clouds again. I'm probably going to have to open the curtain. Okay, so that is the end of your round number 24, and I will see you at round number 25. Okay, so round number 25, and I've decided to go with the Amazonite, that lovely baby pale blue. And what we're going to do here is we're going to start with a chain 3 front post. So that is equivalent to 1 double crochet, like that. Now some people kind of work that tail in, but I don't, because it's a bit thick. Alright, so we've got our chain 3 front post, that's equal to 1 double crochet front post, and then we're going to work a half double crochet front post around the top of our first 3 treble together. Then we're going to do a double crochet front post around the double crochet front post, a half double crochet front post over the top of the 3 trebles together. So you can see we're working 2 rounds. We're working round number 24, and we're working round number 23 together. So this is round number 24, and this is round number 23. Okay, so we're working double crochet front posts over round number 24, and we're working half double crochet front posts around round number, the top of those 3 trebles together. Okay, from round number 23. Okay, half double crochet front posts, and we finish off with a double crochet front post over our last double crochet front post from round number 24. Then we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now what we're going to do is we're going to work a puff into that chain 2 space from round number 20, that was round number 15, round number 15 actually, it was all the way back then. 2, 3, 4, that malachite color. Then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I see the sun is out again, so I hope you can see what I'm doing. I haven't sewn in my tails yet, and that is going to take us to that double crochet front post from round number 24. I'm going to do another double crochet front post, half double crochet front post, double crochet front post. So we're working rounds 24, round 23, round 24. And round 23, so we're working double crochet front post, half double crochet front post. Okay, they're pretty simple, like so. Last half double crochet front post, last double crochet front post, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, and we are working into that chain 2 space all the way back in round number 15. So there are already stitches worked into that, but you are just going to do some more. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And so you're going to have something like that going on. So your stitches are going to start popping out like that, which is absolutely exactly the way it should be. Okay, and you've got your little accent there of that puff. Oh, sorry about the noise. I'm just going to move that out the way. Okay, and you've got that little puff bit sticking through there, and you've got your bits and pieces, so you've got all those little like teeny details, which I love. So excuse all my tails, I'll just put them on this. That's basically what your piece is going to look like. Okay, you're kind of framing those edges now. Okay, so that is round. So basically you should have 7 double crochet front posts and 6 half double crochet front posts. Okay, and then you've got the chain 5s and you've got your puffs, and that's all it is. Really simple. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of round number 25 and the beginning of round number 26. Okay, and we are on the last, well, I'm on the last 5 chains, and then I'm just going to do a slip stitch around that beginning 3 chain front post, that one that is equal to 1 double crochet front post. Okay, and there you go. So that is your back. Your back's going to look like that, and this is the front, right, like that. And we have also kind of changed the direction of our square. Remember, it was like that, it was like that, and now our corners, of course, are going that way. They were first going that way, and now they're going that way. Okay, so just stretching out everything, and that is the end of round number 25, and I shall see you at the beginning of round number 26. Okay, we are on round number 26, and round number 26 I'm going to be using Canada Jade, and we're going to be working into those chain 5s. Well, there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to work 2 chains, and then we're going to work half double crochets. Okay, so our first 2 chains counts as our first half double crochet, so we want to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to be working 2 half double crochets into the back loops. So So I was kind of having a little bit of a design thing, and when I did the first square, I did that. I kind of worked between the stitches, and then on this side I worked into the back loops of the stitches, and I actually cannot make up my mind which I prefer. So I think maybe just by a smidgen I do prefer the back loops. So what you're going to do now is you're going to be working half double crochets into the back loops of the next 12 stitches. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we're going to kind of skip that one, and we're just going to work. So I'm thinking now while I'm doing this, I suppose I should have thought about this before, but I think I am going to work into the back loops, with a half double crochet. I'm just going to work like that. So I'm going to work into all of those back loops, and then that'll create that frame. See, that's the fun part about designing things. You can just decide, oh, I think I'm going to do something like this or like that. So I suppose this is the third option. The one was working between the stitches, the one was working into the back loop, and the other one was working into the back loops. So I've chosen the back of the back loops, behind the back loop. Right? So I'm kind of just, so we want to try find our back loop. I have to tell you, the light is pretty bad here because it has been a very cloudy day, and now it's starting to get quite dark. It's about, what's the time? 4:45. Okay, so let's count our stitches. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've got 12 half double crochets into the back loops of round number 25. Right, then we're going to yarn over, and we're going to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to work 6 half double crochets. Okay, into those into that chain space, that 5 chain space. Then we're just going to go over to the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to work into our back loops, and if all goes well you should have 12 of those back loops. Oops, I think I missed one there. Yep. Okay, so as long as you've got 12, then you're fine. Okay, right. So, well, I suppose I don't have to do the whole lot with you, but that's what it's going to look like. So I'm just going to remove this so it doesn't make a weird noise. Okay, so we're going to work 6. We're going to start off with 2 chains, which is equal to 1 half double crochet, and then we're going to work another 5 half double crochets, so it'll be 6 half double crochets altogether. And then we're going to work 1 half double crochet into the back loops of your previous round, and then we're going to go back to working 6 half double crochets. We're going to skip over that puff and work another 6 half double crochets, and then we're back to working our half double crochets into the back loops like that. Okay, and that is round number 26, so that's pretty simple, and I shall see you at the end of round number 26 and the beginning of round number 27. Okay, and to finish off round number 26, we're just going to slip stitch into the top of our first 2 chains like that. Okay. And then we can snip off. So I'm not sure, I can't remember if I mentioned the color Canada Jade. Okay, which I used over there and over there. Okay, so our square is coming along. It's starting to look kind of really nice and bulky, and you can, give it a bit of a stretch, because you know how it goes when you're working. Everything is kind of, especially when you're working these sort of designs. Okay, and okay, so lying nice and flat, you can see, and we are building up our corners like that. So that's it, round number 26, and I shall see you at the beginning of round number 27. Okay, so we are on round number 27, and round number 27 I'm going to use this colour, the Lepidodor. I have to look these up. It's obviously a colour. What we're going to do is we're going to start, so we're going to work a half double crochet into this joining space over here. Okay, okay, well, 2 chains, right? Okay, like that. And then what we're going to do is we are going to work a half double crochet into the back loops of all of the stitches. So into those back loops. Yes, my friends, unfortunately we are going to be doing that. Okay, so you're just going to work into those back loops like that of all of the stitches. Okay, like that. You're just going to go all the way around. So, alright, so just make sure that at the end that your stitch count corresponds with the same amount of stitches that you made in the previous round. Okay, not counting that half double crochet at the beginning into the joining space, because you're going to be doing you're just going to be skipping over that, so it'll just be that one. Okay, so you're just going to go round like that, working a half double crochet into the back loops of all of your stitches. Okay, I just want to take you to that, and that. Okay, and then where we started in that joining space, you're just going to work over it like that. Okay, so you're just going to carry on like that. Right, and it's going to give you that nice kind of edge there, you know, that rim. So you're just going to go all the way around, and then I shall see you at the beginning over here, alright, because we're going to actually just, when we close, we're just going to slip over that, we're going to go over that beginning chain 2s, and you will work a slip stitch into the first half double crochet to close off, but I shall see you there. Okay, so for round 28 we are working with garnet. So it's quite similar to the Lepidador, whatever it's called. You know, it's so funny. I've worked with so many different yarns and I've got to know all their colours. So this Scipia's yarn, you know, so it's a whole new experience for me in terms of the colours. So what we're going to do is we are going to find that joining space between our stitches, our kind of 24 stitches each corner. And so what I've done differently here is I have actually reduced the stitches, so it's basically the same size as my original square. Okay, doesn't look like it because we are kind of over here, but it's the same size but less stitches, and that is because to reduce the bulk behind my work, behind the thing, I used chains instead of actual stitches because I just felt that it was a bit overkill on the stitches, so I used chains in the second version. So I have less stitches but the same size, so there are chains that made up those stitches. So what we're going to do is we're going to work 2 single crochets and a half double crochet into that joining space. So you know we've got our 4 sort of corners of 24 stitches each, and now we're just going to add another 8 stitches by, you know, so instead of increasing in the stitches, we're just going to increase slightly here in the joining space. And then we're going to work, I know this first one is a bit finicky, but we're going to get into the, there we go, into the back loop of the first stitch. And we have to do that so that we have 24 stitches. 24, so we're working basically exactly what we did for the last row. We're working into those back loops, and we're going to have 24 half double crochets, right, for each corner, and 2 half double crochets into the joining space. So we have 96 stitches in all, plus those 8 extra stitches, which will make it 104. So your stitch count at the end of this round will be 104 half double crochets. 96 of those are into your back loops, back loops, not just the back loops, the back loops. Okay, so just make sure that you check your stitches and that you do actually have the right stitch count before you move onto your next corner, because there's nothing worse than being 1 or 2 stitches out and then you have to go all the way back and sort that out. So Okay, so we are working. So let's see how many we have. So we've got those. I'm just going to pull this out. I'm going to pull my hook out. So we've got those two. So we're not going to count those two. We're going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. So we've got 24, and then we're going to work 2 double crochets into the joining space, and then we are back to working our 24 half double crochets into the back loops. Okay, 1, and off you go. Right, so just go back once you've finished 24, just go back and check that you do actually have 24 half double crochets worked into those back loops. Okay, and that's just going to give us just that little bit of give that we need for that corner. So that is round 28. The colour that I'm using is garnet, and I shall see you at the end of round number 28 and the beginning of round number 29. And to close this round, I've just slip stitched around the first 2 chains. Okay, so I didn't do it into the top, I just did around. Okay, so that is the end of round number 28, and I shall see you at round number 29. So you can see with the stone washed that you have a far kind of gentler effect. If you compare it to, say for example, the bright colours, you know, because we are kind of over there now, and you can see it's quite a different sort of vibe going on when you've just got those solid colours. So, you know, that's why I wanted to show you the two versions, you know. So you can see with the sort of faded stonewash colours, and you know, each to his own, I guess. Alright, so that is the end of round number 28, and I shall see you at round number 29.